Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is a beefed-up port of the 2016 3DS game Generations. Capcom has made a habit of releasing expanded Ultimate versions of each Monster Hunter game, and this one certainly lives up to that title in terms of content. Generations Ultimate has the series' most 93 large monsters, 20 more than the original Generations, including a few that are entirely new to the series, like the exciting Elder Dragon Valstrax. It can feel a bit dated at times, but still stands as an enjoyable tour through the history of the franchise pre-Monster Hunter world. As the first post-Monster Hunter World release in the epic hunting series, Generations Ultimate is noticeably rough around the edges. It uses the now outdated core gameplay and presentation that World so successfully refined. Obtuse menu systems make preparing for each hunt a trying and sometimes annoying endeavor. It's difficult to return to the zoned maps, separated by loading screens after becoming accustomed to World's seamless environments. Even little flourishes from World, like the scout flies that guided you to your prey and the ability to consume potions while moving, are sorely missed. While Generations Ultimate can feel like a relic of the franchise in this regard, each hunt is still a rousing spectacle. Slashing away at the scale-covered exterior of the fire-breathing Rathalos is as satisfying as ever. Staring up at the Gammoth, a woolly mammoth on steroids, is a sight to behold, and toppling its gigantic frame into the snow is an even grander spectacle. Watching in amazement and fear as the new Valstrax zips into the stratosphere and screeches back to the ground like a rocket ready to explode gives Generations Ultimate a signature moment of its own. All told, it would take more than 100 hours to even see all of the monsters on display here. Unfortunately, the progression system forces you to retread the same areas and fight the same monsters over and over. Single player and multiplayer are separate from one another, and you must play solo to unlock new items, movesets, and towns. You wind up replaying hunts multiple times across each mode. On top of that, advancing through the ranks requires you to complete a handful of specific quests, but there are no hints as to which quests in the multi-page list do the trick. You're forced to either look up the information online or play through every single one. As always, Monster Hunter is better with friends, and reaching the grueling G rank, which features most of the new quests not seen in Generations, calls for the help of another hunter or three. You can use a set of modifiable messages to communicate with your team, or write custom messages on the fly, but it's a bummer that Generations Ultimate doesn't have any support for voice chat. Generations on 3DS also introduced a meaningful and fun mechanical change unique to the franchise: hunter styles and arts. Arts give you a powerful special move that charges over time, while styles modify your attacks and give you new abilities and are about as important as picking a main weapon. You can become a counterattack master with a depth style, conjure useful items with a decidedly weird alchemy style, or use a favorite of ours, aerial style, to hop onto monsters' backs. On Switch, the visuals are crisper, though don't expect the same level of detail seen in World. This is clearly a tuned up and slightly improved port, not a full remaster. It's also limited to 30 frames per second in both docked and handheld mode, but has run well for us both on and offline. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate brings the majority of the series' monsters into one package, while also adding some new ones worth fighting, resulting in a lengthy and exciting hunting expedition. While it feels dated in some ways post-Monster Hunter World, it's a great farewell tour for the old style of the franchise. If you can stomach the pacing problems and old-school menu systems, it's a worthwhile and challenging trek through the history of Monster Hunter. For more reviews about games with dragons in them, check out our reviews for Dragon Quest XI and Little Dragon's Cafe. And for all things dragons and other monsters, keep it locked to IGN.